can't wait for Daddy to come home, and Mike's working so hard to provide for our growing family." I screenshotted everything and showed Sarah. She went pale. Apparently, Mike told her his wife was crazy and manipulative, and that they'd been separated for months and that there was no baby. The confrontation that followed was epic. Sarah started screaming at Mike, throwing his stuff out of her room. Mike tried to gaslight both of us, saying Sarah knew what she was getting into and that I was a jealous bitch who couldn't mind her own business. But wait, there's more. While Mike was packing his stuff and yelling, my upstairs neighbor, Mrs. Chen, knocked on our door. She's this sweet elderly lady who barely speaks English, but she was holding an official-looking document and pointing at Mike. Turns out, Mrs. Chen's daughter is a paralegal. She'd been helping translate some legal documents and recognized Mike from our hallway. He's not just married, he's currently being sued by his previous employer for embezzling $30,000. The rough time he's going through, he's probably going to jail. Sarah and I both just stood there with our mouths open while Mrs. Chen explained in broken English that she wanted to warn the nice girls about bad man. Mike grabbed his last bag and literally ran out of our apartment. Haven't seen him since. Final update posted 1 week later. Final update, plot twist nobody saw coming. I honestly thought the drama was over, but life had other plans. First, the good news. Sarah and I are actually closer now. She's been seeing a therapist and working through why she was attracted to such a toxic situation. We've established clear boundaries about guests, and she's been incredibly apologetic and grateful that I saved her from making a terrible mistake. But here's the twist that literally no one could have predicted. Mike's wife showed up at our apartment 3 days ago. I was expecting some kind of confrontation or drama, but instead, this poor woman, Emma, just looked exhausted and defeated. She was carrying a folder full of documents and asked if she could come in to talk. Turns out, Emma had hired a private investigator when Mike's story about working late stopped adding up. The PI tracked Mike to our apartment building, but Emma didn't know which unit. She'd been asking around the building for days, trying to find where her husband was staying. Here's where it gets